Good morning, everybody. It is Margaret, and welcome to my channel, Texas Gal Treasures. And this morning, we're going to be talking about eBay. I haven't really talked a whole lot about eBay lately, but yeah, let's talk. I'm seriously considering stopping selling on eBay, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about why. I know I'm late to the party as far as eBay glitch stuff is concerned. My store has been on vacation for a number of months during our move, and I've been trying to get things set back up at home and get my workroom and all my inventory like sorted out. And I just felt like yesterday I decided, you know what? I will never have it just the way I want it. I never have the time to get things just reset, because that was my goal. Like, okay, let's get my workroom set up and then I can just restart. Well, I realized yesterday that I'm never going to have time to just finally get it all perfect. So I was like, that's it. I am going to just hit the go button, and then we'll just let things work themselves out as we get started, because I've got to start getting my stores up and running again. So I'm going to tell y'all that what all's been going on, but let me say hey, because I am live. So if you're watching this later and you're interested in coming to hang out live, then hit the little bell so you're notified when we go live. Hi, Director Diva Jones and Nancy. Hi, Chelsea. Thanks for coming to hang out. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have almost been like relieved that my shops have been closed, because I've been hearing so much on the different groups and in YouTube videos and chats about what has been going on with these eBay glitches. I mean, just ridiculous, right? A lot of stuff that's been going on. And I was almost like, oh, thank goodness I'm not having to deal with that right now. With everything else, I'm not having to deal with eBay glitches. I probably don't even know all the different glitches that people have been saying. Y'all can share what has been going on with your stores. But I'll tell you what happened with mine, just from turning it back on. Okay, so I sell on eBay and Etsy. So yesterday I thought, okay, I'm going to go take them off vacation mode, just kind of double check, make sure everything looks okay, and that there's nothing that I know for sure I got rid of that I can deactivate. So Etsy went back, turned off vacation mode, all of my listings repopulated, easy peasy. I went through a couple of things that I was like, oh, I don't know where that is. Like, I couldn't grab it like that. So I'm going to just deactivate it for right now. Easy. Store back up and running. No problem. I went and did the same on eBay. Took my store off vacation mode, and it showed all my active listings on the seller side. And then I went and looked at my store, and it's totally empty. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it. I just walk away for a minute. So later in the day, I went and checked again. Still nothing in my store. On the seller side, it's showing everything's active. I'm like, what is going on, right? I don't have time for this, right? We're moving, we're trying to get our house set up, I'm homeschooling, there's no way I have time for this nonsense. Like, I don't really want to call eBay and figure out why are my things not showing up in my store? Goodness knows I'm paying for the store, right? So anyway, I just all right, I'll deal with it tomorrow. So I thought last night I'm gonna check in one more time to see if anything has showed up in my store. So I looked, and there were 4 items in my store, and I have 200 something items, right, up for sale. Hi, everybody. Yeah, hi. So 4 items in my store. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just taking time for them to populate. I don't get that, because on Etsy, it's so streamlined. As soon as I hit activate, take it off vacation mode, whoop, everything's there, everything's fine, just like nothing. It makes me wonder, okay, my husband does computer programming, and he's worked in places where their code is so complex that instead of starting over and rewriting code, their code is so long that they just add code to the end of it to try to correct issues. So I'm beginning to wonder if eBay's like that. There's so much code on their back end, there's no way to fix it. So they just try to band-aid it at the end of the code, if this is computer code stuff. But I'm like, to me, it's there's no other explanation. There's no reason why it should be so complicated to just hit okay, let's just repopulate these. Why do you have to make it so complicated? I think there's a song, and I'm not going to sing it. It's too early for that. When you had holiday mode, it takes 3 days for all your items to reappear. What? That's nonsense, right? Okay, but that's not it. So then this morning, I was like, all right, I'm going to go check my store. I went and looked, And many of the items in my store, there, at first I looked and I was like, okay, things are back. I didn't know the exact number, but it was like in the over 200 items. Okay, cool, cool. And then I start scrolling and random items have 2 of them. So it's like, what? Okay, oh my gosh. So I wake up to this like, so I'm going through like trying to take off items that I see in my store that are doubled. You know, there was like for example, a duck tie tack, right? So I see 2 of those. So I click on one, I go to end it, you know, and then I'm doing that, like checking through my store. Well, then later I look back and both of them are gone. They call it spaghetti code. Ginger says, yes, it's crazy. So then I go back and now you know, because it looked like there were 2 there. There were 2 there. Okay, it didn't look like it. There were 2 there. And I clicked one, took it off, came back later because I was going through doing that, looking for duplicates for whatever reason. And now they're both gone. So for whatever weird reason, it was when it repopulated that item, it popped 2 of them in there. And then when I took one down, it took both of them off. I'm just like, well, I don't have time for this. I got so many other things to do. I don't know. That happened to you. Debbie said, I spent an hour deleting duplicates. And then when you deleted them, were they both gone later? Funny how whatever you owe eBay, they don't have glitches with that. Yeah, exactly, right? Oh my gosh. I've had several items lately that something sold weeks ago. I had to cancel 3 orders in 2 weeks. I didn't know they relist the sold out. Yeah, okay. Because that's the thing. Like with starting homeschooling and all this stuff, like I don't have time for that. I'm already paying, what is it, like $60 or whatever for the whatever store level I have. Like this is not okay with me, you know, to pay that amount and then have this kind of like, it needs to be easier, streamlined. Like Etsy is super easy. There's none of this nonsense. I've never had to call Etsy's customer service ever, ever for anything. I can't imagine, right? So that's where I'm at with eBay right now because one, hey, Young, one, I don't, yeah, I know who's got time for that, right? And if I'm already paying out, and I did through this whole vacation thing, like I wanted to make sure I maintain my store level. So I paid my monthly whatever store level throughout this whole thing. Maybe it wasn't the smartest choice, but I did because I'd heard like, oh, well, if you don't have the store, if you don't have this, then sometimes when you go on vacation mode, if you're not reactivated within so long, like all your listings vanish. And I was like, I don't want to have to deal with that, right? So what's the problem? Hi. So I am seriously considering closing down my eBay store. Because the fees are crazy right now. And if this is like, if I have to put this much effort into it, then it's not worth it for me. So, and I know there are people that are like, okay, bye, you're done with eBay, bye. You know, I just, everybody's on a different page, and like, I don't have time to mess with this like spaghetti code that who knows what they're doing back there on their back end. Anyway, they need to, never mind, I'm not going to say anything else. So here's my plan. I've got my Etsy store. The only problem is that sometimes I find things, especially jewelry related, that aren't vintage. And on Etsy, it has to be vintage, supplies, or homemade, right? And sometimes I have things that are not vintage as far as jewelry goes. So I'm thinking about trying Poshmark out. I know a lot of you guys do Poshmark, so I'm thinking about doing that because then I can still sell that newer jewelry that I find over there. But gosh, do I have time to learn a new platform? Maybe it's not so hard. Maybe it's not so hard. And then, you know, during the fourth quarter, usually Etsy does better for me than eBay. So, so yeah, that's a real concern to keep in mind. Let me look in the chat because I know some other people were, and honestly, I was just sort of like, whew, I dodged a bullet, you know, with all the eBay glitches I hear everybody talking about. But I know there's more. So if you've got more that you're like, oh yeah, and this, let me know, because I'm just like canceling, and then they fault you, right? If you have to cancel orders, but it's not your fault that it got repopulated into your active listings, right? Right. I haven't had enough coffee for this morning. So, good morning. If I didn't get to say hi to you, hi, Ahmed, hi, Karen and Veranda, hi, Ginger, and Bunch of Carrots. Good morning, Truth Seeker and Linda. How Posh is super easy. See, some people are saying Posh is very consuming. Others saying it's easy. The thing is, like, when I first started Etsy, I did have to do a lot of like front loading as far as getting a lot of followers and things like that for my shop, because that kind of helps, having followers. And I don't know if it's still like that anymore. I don't really think it is. I think they changed their algorithm, but I've heard that Poshmark, there's a lot of social media stuff you have to do. I don't know if that's just the way, like people used to talk about Etsy that way. I don't know if it's the same kind of deal. So I'll just have to do a little looking around. Let's see. Let me read through the chat real quick. Posh is very time consuming. I'm going to say it wrong. Truth Seeker says, Linda says Posh is super easy to figure out. Just the sharing your listing every day is a pain when you have a lot of listings. You have to share your listings every day? I don't know. Poshmark, too much time. The issue in the UK is not a platform for me that has the same presence as eBay. Yeah. Contemplating Facebook. Yeah. Time sharing, following, social media is very, we'll see. The thing is, like, with everything else that's going on with me, not with me, but just our life, right? Because we're, with homeschooling now, I don't have time. Like when the kids were in school, sure, I had time to do all of that, but now I don't. There's just no way. So I'm going to have to, but I have to think, okay, so I think, well, I'm going to take a hit on this financially if I cut off eBay. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, I'm already paying that, like, whatever it is, 50 or 60 bucks for the store. And then there's the fees. And then how much am I going to have to sell to recoup just that much? And then sell more on top of that, because I haven't really been listing like so honestly, right now I'm losing money on eBay. So I don't know. It takes a lot of time. I just read about more eBay app glitches in a Facebook group yesterday. Pretty crazy. New reseller holding back for months. Yeah, and I did. I was like, man, I'm so glad they're gonna have all this stuff figured out by the time I start selling again. Nope. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I don't know. They recommend sharing your items 3 to 4 times a day on Poshmark. Wow. Frustrated with eBay now. Mobile apps, when you renew, they try to automatically add low offers. Each time I've had to fix each. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't have time to go through and like spell check eBay's work, basically, or check their code, or check what they like fiddled with for each listing. If I don't have time for that. With Etsy, it's so easy. They don't mess with anything. Lindy sells on Posh. Yeah, Lindy does. And oh gosh, I feel bad. Her name has just escaped me. Somebody else I watched does too. Hi, Murphy the Esky. Hello. Oh yeah, eBay's reps seem clueless most of the. I agree. I haven't had a whole lot of luck. I mean, most of the time when I call eBay, when I've had to call them in the past, I just count on having to call twice. I count on having the first person like not knowing what I'm talking about, not knowing whatever, and then just having the okay, bye, and call again, get somebody else. Why not just sell items with higher returns on eBay? Only sell eBay with the return of $20. That's a good idea, Yang. Because I sell a lot of. Well, do you have a store, Yang, or are you just going off of? You just like, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Do you have one of the store levels, or are you just doing your thing? Because that's the thing. Like I don't know. Yeah. Thelma sells there too. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm thinking about this morning. You do have a store. Okay, Yang. Because most of the stuff I sell is jewelry. I mean, I guess I could I could keep it for other things, but I honestly have had more. I think on Etsy, I think I've had like 1 return ever, maybe 2 in all the years I've sold on Etsy, and that's been maybe 5 or 6 years. I started selling on Etsy before I quit teaching. So it was the last year I was teaching. So that was 2012, 2011. So it's been a while. I started there. You do have a store. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll keep you guys posted. But at this moment, I'm really like, you know, when you weigh your pros and your cons, like where is my time best spent? And I don't know, because I do have like I still have all that Star Wars stuff. I don't know if you remember that haul from forever ago, right before we moved. All that like vintage Star Wars and G.I. Joe stuff. I still have all of that. I mean, I know I could sell it on Etsy, but where's the market going to be looking? Like if I'm thinking I'm going to go buy, I'm looking for vintage Star Wars Millennium Falcon. I'm going to go look on eBay, right? I used to have an antique booth at a antique mall, and I just wasn't good at it. I've never done a flea market type of thing. No. Yeah, I still have it. I still have it. I'm actually thinking about selling it locally, because it's the you know how vintage plastic gets really brittle. I'm super nervous about shipping it because it's, you know, the plastic is aged, and so it's gotten kind of brittle. Yeah. You wanting to try? No, Etsy's so easy. Yeah. And I haven't done Mercari. I heard the fees there were kind of Yeah. I'm thinking of other platforms that take time. Yeah, I don't have time to learn anyone. Yeah, and I mean, that's something else too. I could downsize my store because I don't, well, the thing is that I have so many listings that renew every month, that was the reason, right? That was the, yeah. You're wondering about selling on eBay. Yeah, Born to Big, that's the thing, like because homeschooling stuff, right? So if I was going to go sell my homeschooling stuff, that's a good place for it because I'm not going to sell it on Etsy. Decisions. Let Go. Do people, I don't, doesn't Let Go charge $1.99 now? Do they? I don't even know. I have never even tried Let Go. So I don't know. I haven't made a decision yet because I'm really frustrated with them right now. Because I don't, like I said, I'm worried about even looking at it right now to see if I have any duplicates. But then if I have two up there, I'm looking. All right, let's see what we got. You got any duplicates I can spot right away? But I spent this morning doing that. I'm like, I don't have time for that. Checking it out. Okay, I don't see any duplicates now. Maybe they straightened it out. I don't know. We'll see. Richard David Jones says, I sell the only thing you get is a lot of haggling with prices. Fees are only 10%. Don't make a rash decision when you're so frustrated. No, I won't. I just like, I'm gonna come and throw it out there for you guys. See what you guys think. See if you've had this problem too. Or maybe it's just a random taking your store off vacation mode weirdness. Have somebody else look at my store. Okay, somebody go look at my store. It's Texas Gal Treasures. I get this message all the time. What is your store? Texas Gal Treasures. That's me everywhere. Texas Gal Treasures. Yeah. You could leave eBay sort of bare bones and don't do much work with it. Yeah, that could be it. Like just leave it. I'm going to check the store levels. Maybe that'll make me feel better because maybe if I'm not paying out so much every month, but then, because you get so many listings for each level, right? So on one level, I had more listings than it was, you know, so I was going to get fees for each listing that goes over. I don't know how many it is for each one. And then on this one, it was like, okay, well, it made sense because then if I did automatically renew my listings, right? So I don't have to mess with it. I need easy. I need easy. Yeah. So, okay. That's pretty much it. If you guys, you know, I'd love to read any comments of things that have been going on with you because it's just kind of been there. Like I've been hearing the buzz about all the glitches, but feeling really lucky that I didn't have to pay any attention to it because I was on vacation mode. But now that I'm back in and trying to figure out what I'm going to do, now I'm like, okay, what else do I need to keep my eyes open for? Because that might be something I need to, yeah. Oh, selling on Instagram. And the thing is, yeah, I have a different presence on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want, because people follow me for different reasons. And I know some of, like you guys that watch the videos and stuff, you're not here to buy my stuff, right? And so it's like, if I start selling on my Instagram page, it kind of changes I don't know. My Instagram was all just like fun, goofy. Like same thing with my Facebook. Like, here, did you guys see that funny dance video that I put on my Facebook? Isn't that so funny? Anyway, so yeah, it's more like that. Like, hey, let's boost each other up. Let's have fun. Let's be silly. Let's make each other smile or whatever, you know. More community than it is selling platform for me. So I get that for people that aren't, I don't know. I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be that. Caroline says, I'm locked into a store on eBay for 10 more months. Cancel the first. Is there like a monthly? Is it like a contract? Oh gosh, I didn't think about that. Is it? No. Is it? Hi there, best of luck. Oh, thanks, Mama Mountain Japan. You can make another. Oh, this is true. And I do have a couple of Instagram accounts, but one is for merch and one, I mean, that just seems like work. Can I do this without having to work so hard? That's the main goal here. List your PayPal info. I mean, this is true. I could try that. I'll think about it. Oh, it just sounds like too much work. Because with eBay and Etsy, it's so easy. I list it on Etsy, and then I copy. There's not a program that like populates it over there. Thank goodness, it's one more thing for eBay to get messed up. But I just like copy it and paste it. Easy peasy, right? Copy paste. Bye. My guys are out on a bike ride right now. Randy's off from work, so because it's Labor Day. Okay. Oh, if you signed up for the yearly rate, you're locked in. I better go check that. Because knowing me, I signed up for the yearly rate. I'm more of a like more bang for my buck kind of girl. Yeah. Okay, it's been a while, obviously. It's been a while. I'm gonna have to check. Okay, so that's check to make sure all your pictures are on your listing. You lost a lot of yours except for the first picture. Oh darn. Okay. I've heard of that. I haven't had to check into that. Okay, yeah, let me know what your advice is, everybody. Good, bad, ugly, I don't care. I just want to hear your advice, and I will let you know what I decide in the next. I won't make a rash decision. Gosh, eBay, come on, man. It's so complicated. Why you gotta have so many menus? I can't ever find anything. Really? Why you have so many buttons to click and places to find things and hide things? I don't understand. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Monica. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? 50 sales. Sweet. Yeah, Etsy and Printful. I love it. I love it. Hi, Caroline, Celtic Traders. Hello, hello. So we'll see what happens. You're on my beep list right now, eBay. I'm not really happy with you. We're just going to put it that way. We'll see how things go. Yeah, and I like Etsy, but the thing is, like, I like having multiple streams of income. I like having the multiple platforms, to sell on. But right now, it's more headache than it's worth. So we'll see how it goes. What is this, September? Maybe I'll see it out through Q4, because then I might pull my hair out, right? You want to do that so badly. Oh, Truth Seeker, do you mean like the Printful Etsy? It's really good. I like it a lot. I have a bunch of videos on it. I think I have a playlist, like step by step how to set it up and everything. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, exactly, Picky Pants. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I totally agree with that. Fundamentally, I totally agree with that. Right now, I'm just mad at eBay. Yeah, I mean, just like when I quit Amazon, because it was not worth my time, and it was becoming more expensive than it was. I was losing money. Same thing when I left. You have to know when to leave, though. Got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. Because that's why I left the antique booth I was at. 'Cause I was upside down on my booth many months. Same thing. The fees on Amazon were just gobbling me up, and I was like, okay, there are people that make money there. That's awesome. Whatever the way I was doing it wasn't the way that people were making money on it. So you just have to know where you fit, right? Too. Yeah, and Retro Diva Jones, I was talking to Cindy about that, about doing a jewelry auction on the channel. So if you guys follow Cindy Loves Jewelry, she's one of the admins over in Texas Gal Jewelry Lover. So that might be something I start doing. You know, but it's not like, oh, you're going to sell this like high end. I don't know. I don't know how it works. So because it's like you want to give everybody a deal, right? Because a lot of you guys are resellers. So it's, you know, things that you might buy for yourself, but also something you might buy to flip. Because goodness knows I got enough jewelry in there to share. Spread the wealth, right? I got a lot of stuff in there. Don't make money sitting on inventory. Gosh, ain't that the truth? Oh, thanks, Carla. Yeah. Oh, Carla, I did a video and it was like, I might regret this, but get ready with me or something like that, where I show like the curling iron that I use to do this to my hair. So definitely check that out. There's a special curling iron that I use. Okay, I'm going to call it, but thanks for coming to hang out, you guys, and let me know your eBay horror stories or your eBay hang in there, girl, motivation, you know, because I'm feeling it right now. I'm so frustrated with eBay. Okay, let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. See you later.